So I thought I'd try a slightly different approach to this. Straight off the cuff, not sure what I'm going to say, but I've got a theme in mind, and that is, you know, what is it we're trying to do? Humanity, what is it that we are doing? I mean, what are we trying to do? Look, I mean, there's some facts on the table that we can't deny, right? We're subject to this biological, evolutionary, generational, foliational, transformation of information through the generations. We reproduce, and we keep on pushing forward. But what is it? What is it we're doing? Right? Each individual has such a fleeting opportunity to contribute and do something useful or significant, and most of us don't. Let's face it, I don't and won't probably, and we have our kids and we die, and then our kids have their kids and then they die. What is it we're trying to do? What is history? What is our purpose on this fricking world? That's a tough one, isn't it? So, I mean, the first thing to say is that nobody can possibly really know, right? In the same way that an ant. I've used this metaphor many times before, and I'm sure I'll be critiqued for doing so. But an individual ant doesn't really know what's going on in the overarching colony. Okay, much as an individual human who lives and eats and reproduces and dies doesn't really know what it is that he's contributed to the overarching goal, right? So what do we do? There's this thing called ethics, where we try to be good, and we think there must be some reason to be good, but what's underneath that? I mean, Nietzsche had a right ripping into Christian morality, didn't he? And possibly for good reason. Suggesting that their compassion and empathy and so on and so forth was a kind of weakness in some sense. That the whole idea of the meek inheriting the earth was not a healthy idea for mankind to pursue, because meekness was not great. It's not an authentic expression of the human animal, right? But then what is? I suppose that's the question, isn't it? What should we do? I'd suggest it's probably something to do with finding a way to work together, to build, to grow, to heal as much as we can as stewards of this earth. Okay? I mean, we are of the earth. I mean, that's the mistake that humanity has made right off the bat. That we're somehow distinct. We are gifted with some special grace or divinity, or if you like, this idea that we're half angel, half beast. Well, you know what? We're just completely beast, and maybe we're completely angel as well. But that's another conversation. Look at some of the other videos. But really, it just feels right. It feels that it has to be something to do with finding a way to harmonize and to live in peace and to live in prosperity with all beings, right? I mean, okay, look, it's true that some of those beings are trying to kill us. If I swim too close to a great white, it's going to eat me. If I fly off into space, I'm going to be crushed, right? If I swim too deep in the sea, if I venture too deep in a volcano, something's going to crush me, right? But what is it that I've done? What is it before that crushing? Because that comes to us all, inevitably. That boundary slowly recedes, and our, Markovian perimeter sort of slowly but surely sort of collapses in to nothingness. And we get claimed again by the external world. So what should we be doing in the meantime? Because, we don't have much time left, really. I know that's potentially sort of slightly dark, fatalistic sort of outlook on things, but it's true, isn't it? Right? So what should we damn well do? I could quote Gandalf here, being a Tolkien fan, when he said that to one of the hobbits who were terrified they were going to die in one of the sieges or something, and he said, it's what we do with the time that we're given, and for all of us, that time will end. And by ours, what does that mean? Does that mean the leaves on the tree, the little individual lives that dissociate off from the main trunk of reality and briefly foray into individuality and sort of heroic independence, if you like, and sort of pulling out like a sapling, in the forest floor? I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? What's it all about? What's it all about? What's it all about?